Welcome back. I hope your breakout sessions were informative and that you have new ideas to put into action right away. I'm Debbi Roberts, Head of Product here at Quickbase. And in case you missed any of our product sessions, the product team and I are going to show you what's coming next with the Quickbase platform. A core practice in our product team is to get out and talk to as many of you, our customers, as we can. We're passionate about understanding your business, your challenges, understanding your app builders, and the needs and challenges faced by your teams. We know that if your employees, your field workers, and partners are happy and productive with Quickbase, it means less gray work, more progress, and greater results for your business. We think maniacally about the unique needs of the different people at your organization using Quickbase. In each of your companies, you form a mini Quickbase community through the different roles you play. We think about those of you who come to Quickbase to build solutions for your teams. You know your challenges and you create the apps that your team most needs to drive impact. We also think about your partners in your IT department. They want to ensure that Quickbase can meet the needs of multiple users and teams across and outside of your business, still while being secure enough to integrate with your company data sources and meeting your standards as you add more apps to drive your productivity. We're also always thinking about the daily users of the apps that you create. Your supply chain managers, your manufacturing assembly teams, equipment managers, site leaders, field delivery and installation teams, your partners, and many others who use Quickbase to drive your work. As I mentioned in the earlier product keynote, we're focused on 4 key principles. These principles serve the people trying to create the solutions to their productivity challenges, the people in IT trying to keep data connected and secure, and the daily users relying on Quickbase to make more work seamless so they can focus on what matters. So number 1, simplicity. 2, actionable intelligence. 3, effortless mobility. And 4th, trusted governance. Our focus around these principles will improve and expand what Quickbase can do so that you can make a bigger impact on your world. Now I'm going to hand it over to Madhu Volpala, who will share how we're weaving AI into the fabric of Quickbase to simplify all your experiences.
Thank you, Debbi, and I'm super excited to be here. My name is Madhu Volpala, and I focus on AI, data integrations, and workflow automations. This is my first Empower at Quickbase, and I'm very happy to talk about how we are using generative AI and AI ML technologies to transform the platform and make it even more delightful for you in a secure and governable way. Everything that we do in the product is to make you more efficient, more productive, and more successful in answering the needs of your business. Every hour that you put into Quickbase should get you that much closer to your business outcomes. So we are democratizing the way dynamic teams work together by applying AI capabilities across our entire platform. First, app builders and solution seekers can build applications describing their business problems in natural language. Second, users and business leaders interact with their data, analyze their data to identify patterns and predict outcomes to drive their business goals. Also augmenting their applications and workflows with embedding AI services to drive productivity and process improvements. And all of this comes with an AI-enabled governance framework that builds trust and compliance with your IT partner. So let's walk through what's to come. First up is the AI Smart Builder for apps. Last year, we launched our AI Smart Builder to speed up the time it takes to create a new app from scratch. This year, we have improved the richness of the apps built with Smart Builder. It's exponentially faster for business users with no technical skills to easily build applications using natural language. For example, to create a project management application that tracks and coordinates your material deliveries, you would typically spend a few hours to build it manually. With AI Smart Builder, you have a working application in a matter of minutes, accelerating your time to value. In a few steps, you can simply answer a few questions and we automatically create a strong foundational application, complete with application structure, with the needed relationships, the default user permissions, the reports and dashboards that are unique based on your criteria. These generated applications are fully functional and you can use them as is or to ideate and collaborate with your colleagues and customize further along. To greatly improve the relevance of the generated app for your specific vertical industry or use cases, say construction project management, we recently enhanced the application generation to leverage our repository of templates or libraries in addition to your AI prompts, which means it provides the best foundational application based on your needs. Next in our Smart Builder evolution is pipelines. To connect Quickbase with all the external data and tools in your ecosystem and automate your key work processes, I'm happy to announce the open beta of Smart Builder for Pipelines. This capability significantly simplifies creating pipelines. You can describe in natural language what data sources you want to connect with and what processes to automate. Smart Builder for Pipelines previews the necessary steps that you can review, refine if needed, and generate the pipeline. We have many more exciting enhancements planned in our roadmap. For example, building Ginger expressions, abstracting away more complex workflows like bulk operations. Say you want to archive all your purchase orders that have been processed in the last month or last quarter. Now let's show you reports. Reports and charts are the most common ways our users interact with their data to unlock new insights in their everyday work to get their jobs done. So very soon, later this month, we are bringing in recommended charts by AI that are complete and contextual based on your application. You can choose the one that you like and save it or select other ones. For our roadmap, we are also running experiments where you can describe what insights you are looking for in simple natural language, and Quickbase AI will generate those reports for you. Then you can iterate and refine these reports manually or continue with AI to fine-tune the details and get that perfect report you need. While Smart Builder for Reports helps uncover insights about your data, Data Analyzer takes it a step further and connects your data to your outcomes. For example, AI-generated reports help you answer, show me which of my projects are yellow and red, while Data Analyzer helps you predict which of my projects are most likely to be red. Behind the scenes, Data Analyzer uses machine learning algorithms to recognize patterns and correlations in your data to identify those predictive factors or indicators so we can provide you with opportunities to optimize, manage and mitigate risk, drive productivity, or whatever is the desired business outcome that you are after. In this example here, Data Analyzer generated the most correlatable factors that will impact your project delivery. Looks like if Jordan is the project manager, it is less likely that the projects are delayed. And this reasoning is backed up with data. So you may want to assign your critical projects to Jordan. We made Data Analyzer available as open beta late last year and have been working with many of you to learn the next topics for iteration. We recently made improvements to calculate confidence score for each factor and included factors even with lower scores. So you can see more of the early trends in your data and take early decisioning. For our roadmap, we are expanding the type of fields we can predict. For example, what type of marketing promotions will increase the order's value? We want to make sure that all these AI capabilities are always at your fingertips in an easy, accessible, and recognizable experience. And so are working hard to define our new AI console. Here is an early prototype design of that new AI console, which provides a unified AI experience. Our vision in Quickbase is to infuse AI all throughout the product to guide you, build with you, analyze with you, and deliver customized recommendations based on your unique business needs. Whether you're a builder and an end user using the application or an application administrator, imagine you could just type away in what you want and Quickbase can provide instructions or guide you how to do it or do it for you automatically. Whether it's building a report, modifying your application, populating data, surfacing insights based on your data, pulling up audit logs for some compliance, all based on your instructions. We have many more exciting things that we are experimenting with on our roadmap. Few notable ones are not only help you build that first application or a pipeline or a report, but be able to edit those applications, refine them, customize them, because business requirements change, or you want to extend the functionality to other parts of your business. You can do all of that with natural language descriptions. We are also working to help you augment your applications with AI services so you can enable your end users to leverage AI to search their answers, for example, or read summaries or support their decision making, all in the AI console. At Quickbase, governance and security are core to our platform. We have a set of guiding principles to ensure that we use AI responsibly. You're in control of everything you do with AI in the product. You can inspect what the AI generates for you, then decide if you want to proceed with it or discard. If you are not ready yet to take advantage of these AI capabilities, no worries. You can turn these features off. Every interaction with AI is logged automatically in the audit logs, whether you are creating an application or a report creation or a dashboard, including even addition of mock data, providing you with complete visibility. Your data remains encrypted in transit and at rest. We are not sharing any of your data or proprietary information with the AI providers. They always remain within the Quickbase platform. We are also not using your data to train the AI models. We are partnering with many of you who have internal AI ethics boards and committees and learning your AI policies. Our aim is to be very transparent when it comes to AI and continue to ensure trust, security, and compliance in the product. Quickbase does all the work to make AI work for you and accelerate you to your business outcomes. Because you're building your applications on Quickbase, you naturally get AI-enabled experience for your end users right out of the box. We are rapidly experimenting and bringing out many more exciting AI capabilities. Stay tuned. Thank you. Back to you, Debbie.
Thanks, Madhu. I'm continually blown away by the potential that AI brings to our Quickbase users. It's really game-changing. As you heard Ed mention this morning, our ambition is to allow anyone to build and interact with solutions using AI-powered no-code. We see AI as the unlock to faster solutions and better decisions. We can't wait to see how this continued work will make you more impactful. All right, so next up, I'd like to introduce Jeff Stay, who will share more about our mobile field solutions.
Thanks, Debbie. Great to see everyone, and thanks for joining Empower today. My name is Jeff Stay. I'm VP of Mobile Products here at Quickbase. We've been really focused on enhancing our mobile capabilities and making it easy for our customers to become more efficient in their field-to-office workflows. A core initiative of ours is to bring tools to our customers that make it easier to capture key data in the field and seamlessly deliver that data back into Quickbase. With the addition of FastField, a leader in mobile forms, we now have the best of breed software to facilitate critical tasks in the field, such as inspections, job site reports, checklists, work orders, and audits. Our mobile software helps bolster safety, quality, and compliance in field operations. We work closely with companies who maintain a large presence outside of the office, working at construction job sites and at facilities that run heavy machinery and equipment. Our goal is to keep your employees safe, keep your projects on time, and help you maintain regulatory compliance. Having a streamlined data collection process in the field keeps things moving efficiently to keep projects on time and within budget. And having that data stored centrally allows tools like Quickbase to deliver highly valuable and insightful dashboards, along with customized reports to help support key decision making. Today, I'm going to walk through a very common use case that our customers solve for with FastField. The use case is incident reporting. To set the stage, I'm acting on behalf of a construction organization that needs to streamline its ability to identify, document, and report safety incidents in the field. I'll be walking through how to, one, quickly create a FastField incident form from an existing Quickbase table. 2, access and complete the form using our mobile app. And 3, submit the completed incident report directly back into Quickbase. So let's get started. To create a form from a Quickbase table, I'll first navigate to my Quickbase app and open my safety incident table settings. Next, I'll tap the Forms menu option. Since I have FastField enabled on my realm, I see a new FastField form button. I'll go ahead and click that. As you can see, I'm automatically signed into FastField through single sign-on, and a form import screen is displayed. Here I'm presented with the list of my Quickbase table fields and how they will map into my FastField form. I can adjust the mapping by simply selecting the target field types for each respective field. Next, I'll click Save and Edit. This opens the FastField mobile form builder where my new FastField form was automatically created and linked to my Quickbase table. I can now modify the form to adjust any field settings, skip logic, rules, calculations, or add additional fields as I see fit. Now that I'm satisfied with my form, I'm going to go ahead and save and publish the form so I can access it using the FastField mobile app. After logging into the FastField app, I click the Forms menu to open the newly created incident report form. I tap the form to open it. I can now document the issue that I've identified at the job site. First, I'll specify the type of issue I've identified. I'll then capture a photo of the issue. Next, I'll annotate on top of that photo to highlight the specific issue. Now I'll tag my location to pinpoint the job site I'm working at. I'll then add some quick notes about the incident and sign my name. And finally, I'll submit the completed incident form. Now that my form has been submitted, I can navigate back into Quickbase and view all the data that was seamlessly delivered back into my table. And because all this data is stored in Quickbase, we can now use pipelines to trigger work orders, tasks, or notifications that might be necessary to resolve the identified issue. Look, we're just getting started with our integration with FastField. We have a lot of exciting new capabilities coming, so stay tuned for more updates and announcements. Thank you so much. Back to you, Debbie.
Thanks, Jeff. When you see how fast and easy FastField is, it's really hard to believe that field teams operate any other way today. Seamlessly capturing data and instantly making it available to office users to act on removes a lot of manual work and also keeping teams safer and more compliant. Okay, I have an exciting treat for you next. This is something that has been on my mind since I started at Quickbase, and I know I'm not alone. The user experience. I'll admit, when I started, I was a little surprised at how tough Quickbase felt to navigate, how parts of the experience feel clunky and harder to use than I expected. It really masks what you can accomplish with Quickbase. So I'd like to introduce Alice Rich. She and her team have been hard at work making the Quickbase user experience simpler and more modern, so it's faster and easier for you to build, analyze, and take action. So Alice, please take it away.
Thanks, Debbie. Hey everyone, my name is Alice Rich, and I am so excited to share more information about two of the big ways we're improving the Quickbase experience to make things more modern and intuitive. As Debbie alluded to with her own first impression of Quickbase, not everyone falls in love at first click. In the course of our research over the last year, we've spoken to hundreds of people, both folks that use Quickbase and folks that don't, and we often heard that seeing Quickbase for the first time, our user interface can seem a little dated or clunky. The investments I'm going to highlight today are designed to enhance the experience to make using Quickbase more delightful. Because ultimately we know that when the experience is delightful, users are not only more likely to adopt a solution, but also to do their jobs faster, more accurately, and get greater satisfaction in their work. There are two key initiatives I'm going to focus on in this section: new navigation and enhanced dashboards. Let's dive first into new nav. We had three main goals we wanted to address at the outset of this project. The first is one I've already mentioned. We wanted to make things look and feel more modern. Next, we also heard in our research that it can sometimes be difficult for new app creators learning the platform to find where you need to go to build and maintain your apps, and that even when you know where something is, it can take too many clicks to get there. So our second goal was to make things more discoverable and reduce clicks to get to these key locations. Last, we also heard that we have a few different ways to navigate around today, and some inconsistencies that don't make things easier to learn. So our next goal is to provide a more unified, consistent experience. So, to recap, with new navigation, we not only wanted to make things look and feel more modern, we also wanted to make Quickbase more consistent and easier to get around for everyone. Let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to do a little before and after here. So first, here's current Quickbase, and let me walk through the elements we're seeing. You've got your global bar up top, followed by your app bar and your table bar. And then finally, you get to the content you care about here, in this case, my table report. We know you and your users want to maximize your screen space to give as much space as possible to work with your data. So now let me switch to the new view to show you what this will look like. The first thing you'll notice here is that we've reduced the screen space taken up at the top of your screen by about half. We've gone from 4 bars up top down to 2 to give you more space for the content you care about. Then you can see that we've taken all that content that was at the top and we've moved it into this sidebar on the left. You can see we've still got app home, users, and settings links at the top, followed by all of our tables down below. These will translate directly one-to-one. What you see at the top in your apps today will now be on the left. Oh, and if you care about screen space, I have some more good news for you. Once you get to where you need to go, maybe I need to take a look at this record here, take a look at the form. You can go ahead and close this sidebar to maximize the available horizontal space and again get navigation out of the way. This also feels like a good time to highlight that there are a variety of cool ways you can interact with the sidebar depending on what suits your style. If you want to keep it open, you can use that same pinned open interaction that I showed earlier. This way, the sidebar will stay open as you navigate across pages. Or if you want the sidebar to close automatically when you navigate, you can use this hover interaction. So with the panel shut, I can just hover anywhere over the sidebar and it will pop open, allowing me to navigate where I need to go and then closing automatically after I get there. One more cool thing with the sidebar. This might truly be my favorite feature of new nav. We've made it easier to access all your settings pages. Simply click on this 3-dot menu in line with each table, and you'll see a list of table settings that will allow you to navigate directly to whichever page you need to go to without stopping off at the overview page. That saves you a click, a page load, and ultimately saves you time. We've also made it easier to get to key locations outside of apps as well. This menu in the upper left centralizes access to key builder and admin locations across the platform that today are spread out and buried across different pages. We've brought them all together here to make them easy to find. This menu also, on the right-hand side, provides an easy way to jump to recently accessed apps, replacing the app bar in legacy nav and again saving screen real estate to give you more space to work with your data. By this point, I'm sure you're wondering when you can access this functionality. Well, I have some great news. It's available today for everyone to try. Simply click into the user menu in the upper right-hand corner, click on My Preferences, and then select Sidebar Navigation. This will ensure you see the new navigation experience across all apps you access. And if you're an account administrator and you'd want to try new nav first before you let your end users try it, that's totally fine. We've also provided a control in the permissions page of the admin console that allows you to hide this option from your end users until you're ready. If you want to learn more about new navigation, you can check out our Help Center and release notes, both of the links posted here. Shifting gears into our next topic, I want to share some details about our latest round of dashboard enhancements. These enhancements are the result of listening carefully to lots of feedback submitted over the last few years since we introduced dashboards in 2021. Like new nav, this is another case where we recognized we needed to make our current solution more intuitive and delightful to use. I'm going to get right to the demo here to show you what I mean. The first improvement I want to highlight is that we've made our dashboards infinitely scrollable. This gives you even more space to showcase your data in a way that works for you. Next, we've also implemented a more fluid widget reordering experience. Previously, you had to make space on your canvas for any widget you needed to move before you moved it. Now, you don't have to worry about that. Simply grab the widget you'd like to move move it to your desired location, and everything else will adjust automatically. Last but not least, we've also implemented a handful of styling improvements and tools to help you create more polished dashboards. To call out just a couple, we've added a new type of widget called the spacer widget to allow you to get even more precise with your layout. And we've moved tabs from the bottom to the top to make them more visible and easier to use. Along with all of this, we've also introduced performance improvements to make dashboards even faster. These improvements were introduced a few weeks ago with our April release, so you may have already had a chance to try them. If not, I highly recommend checking them out. And if you have an already existing dashboard you want to upgrade to use the new canvas, simply click the Try Upgraded Dashboards button to see an interactive preview of what your dashboard will look like, and then select Upgrade to make the change permanent. Dashboards and new navigation are just a couple of the key ways we've been working to make the platform more intuitive. If you're interested in learning more about the other great things we have in the works, check out the Building a More Intuitive User Experience session when it's available on demand if you didn't have a chance to catch it earlier. As I wrap here, I also want to call out that the foundation for all these improvements is your feedback. So thank you for sharing that with us, and please keep it coming. Thank you. Back to you, Debbie.
Thank you, Alice. These changes go such a long way to improving how you work in Quickbase so you can easily access the information and tasks that you need right away. I can't wait for you to try this new experience, so please take advantage of our open beta program and get started. These changes are set up so that you and your users will feel minimal disruption in your daily work. So give it a try and let us know how you feel. All right, finally, we want to ensure that trusted governance remains a cornerstone of how we operate at Quickbase. With good governance, you can scale quickly and make continuous improvements in a safe, controlled environment. So I've asked Harrison Hirsch to showcase some of these incredible changes that we just released. All right, Harrison, take us home.
Thanks, Debbie. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Harrison and I'm on the product team, focusing on the core experiences that make Quickbase great. This is always my favorite and busiest time of the year because I get to talk to all of you about the exciting things that our teams have been working on. Today, I want to focus on governance, specifically how we're making it easier to manage critical Quickbase applications at scale in two key ways. First, technological innovation, and second, frameworks and best practices. You see, throughout the past 20 years, we've seen many shifts in how software is bought and built. On one end of the spectrum, we had everything being done by IT, where everything else was being called shadow IT. To the opposite, SaaS sprawl, where mid-sized companies have an average of over 100 tools. And now we're seeing consolidation. Your IT partners are putting a greater emphasis on how software platforms fit into the entire organization's tech stack, all while you're trying to build mission-critical applications to run your business. We feel it's our responsibility as the most mature platform to provide the capabilities that both IT and business units need to collaborate and support world-class applications and that they love. Last year, we released versioning and rollbacks, which allows you to group together an application and pipelines into a solution, take a snapshot, and roll that entire solution back when and if it's needed. And just a month ago, we expanded on it, releasing the first wave of our brand new technology, the Solution API, which runs on the Quickbase language, or QBL. What makes Quickbase special is that we combine all of the traditional layers of software, like reporting, logic, application, and database, into one, simplifying and providing unrivaled time to value. Driving even more value based on our technology, this QBL will provide a text representation of your apps and pipelines in one simple place. This Solution API will not only enable us to provide more innovative capabilities for all of you like Sandbox, but more importantly allows Quickbase to naturally fit into your tech stack, policies, and procedures. So these three APIs are going to do a couple of things. One, retrieve the definition of a solution. Two, take that definition and deploy a new copy. Or three, take that definition and update an existing solution, thereby deploying from one environment to another. So now your IT partners can see and deploy Quickbase directly from ALM and DevOps tooling. Let's take a look in action. You'll see we're in a Quickbase application making some changes. First, we're adding a table, and then we're adding a few fields. And behind the scenes, this application is connected to GitHub, a code repository, via our new Solution APIs. Within GitHub, we now have a pull request, which is basically someone asking for a peer review of changes that they've made. And now GitHub is showing us what's called the diff, or the changes that are made. You'll see green, red, highlighting additions, changes, or deletions. You'll see those new fields and properties that we've added. And then finally, we can merge these changes, which uses the update solution API that I just talked about to push these changes from GitHub into that environment, which represents your IT counterparts governing and deploying Quickbase programmatically. Today, the Quickbase language covers table settings and all field types, ensuring that the core structure and schema is supported. Next up is reports and charts, and then we'll continue adding more coverage to these APIs, including forms, dashboards, and pipelines. We've also created a suite of Quickbase applications for those of you who don't have that central IT control, available soon from the Exchange. One is called the Application Lifecycle Manager, which will help you manage your deployment process all through Quickbase. Let's take a look. For example, you can decide that a specific solution requires a formal dev, test, prod flow with approvals. And then you can orchestrate that deployment with all of the approvals and auditing built right into Quickbase. Let's go ahead and set up that deploy now. The necessary email notifications are sending. And ultimately, the approver has a view of what's changed. Similar to GitHub, but now directly in Quickbase. We're providing best practice frameworks for you to get started quickly. And with both the solution API and improvements we've made to the admin console sync, these applications can be enriched with metadata about your entire Quickbase ecosystem, like applications, users, tokens, pipelines, connected tables, and more, so that you can most effectively manage your Quickbase implementation. This is truly the best of both worlds: the flexibility and power of Quickbase and the application lifecycle management to govern it. These apps, tools, and best practices, combined with innovative technology, mean that you can safely develop apps and solutions all in line with your company and IT strategy. We've already heard many creative ways you're all planning to use these new capabilities. Like always, please keep the feedback coming. With that, I'll send it back to you, Debbie. Thanks.
Okay, today we've shown you how it's easier to get started, easier to extend your apps to the field, and much easier to move around Quickbase to get your work done. And all of this can be done at scale in a well-governed environment. And with that, there's so much to be excited about in the year ahead. As we bring Empower to a close, remember that your work can have a real impact, that gray work standing in your way can be overcome, and that Quickbase is with you every step of the way. And if you didn't get a chance to watch all of the sessions, don't worry about it. Everything will be posted to our website so you can watch anything that you didn't have time for today. So thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to see all of the incredible solutions that you are going to create in the year ahead.